ethnic tensions, including opposition to immigration as drivers of domestic violence attendance report.
And that's your news on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Women are not an homogenous group.
We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Atlantic Street Center has been serving the children, youth, and families of the Seattle-King County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, successful children and youth through services including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-aged children. Committed to serving the African-American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
This is Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Welcome to the dark side, Black Rose.
Hey. What's up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. What's up? How are you? Let me turn on a little bit more light because it's a little
Please do turn on a little bit light. Please do. I can see my camera right here real quick because it's like.
Better? A little bit. There you go.
It's cute. Yeah, you cute. My screen leading. It's like a meme. There you go.
We gotta share it. We gotta share it live. Public service announcement, everybody. It is pouring down rain in LA. It is raining, and my internet is not the best right now. So if I cut in and out, my bad.
You're cute on TV.
Huh?
You're my TV too, so I was just saying.
Oh, I just had to tell the people my bad because I mean, it's not my fault, but shoot.
Yeah.
It's raining so hard right now.
It was kind of raining in here in Washington, but you know, just a little bit. It's always raining. What else is new?
Yeah, you can post. Okay, I'm gonna just have to go through your post because I can't post on Facebook.
Why can't you post?
It won't let me. The internet's not strong enough. Yeah. Are you ready to start the show?
Yes, I do front back. I can do front. Yeah, I'm ready to store or whatever.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Jazzy Red.
And what's going on, wigs, extensions, place friends? I see you out there baldings. Oh, and for the second week in a row, my hair is just freshly bald. What's going on? How you guys doing out there in the streets? It's going down. My name is Lee. Lou. What? I was gonna say the heart at the bottom, but yeah. And you are watching
Mental health checking. How you doing? You go okay over there in Washington?
I'm cool. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me off your head.
Okay.
No, I'm doing good. Shout out to everybody out there in the streets. What's happening? I would say thank God for my Clubhouse family on there. Shout out to Coochie Green. All right, that's another group. Sounds crazy, but listen, yeah, I'm in a group full of lesbians on there. A whole bunch of lesbians on there, and no other guys but me. And shout out to them because they have been like introducing me to like more spiritual things, like also my friend Alex too, but spiritual things, more of like crystals, like what is it? Intentions, like affirmations and things like that. And so it's going to be a full moon coming up. So they'll do full moon intentions, and they're actually working kind of. So
full moon.
Huh?
What's going on during the full moon? What'd you say?
Well, that's a good time for you to write down your. Well, it's a good time for you now to write down your intentions
Mhm.
on what you want to do and things that you plan on doing around the time of the full moon area, I believe. And then now it'll be good for you to do that because things usually hit when that happens. But yeah, and then yeah, shout out to y'all, shout out to them out there. If you guys ain't got Clubhouse, catch up, mustard. That's what I was doing. You look way better than you did Sunday.
Excuse me.
Oh, and Thursday too, because last Thursday you were just fresh off the COVID train.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, normally I'm training because I quit my job, so I'm training my replacement. And yeah, so I'd be trying to look cute.
How's that going?
It's
How's that going?
fine.
Are you training in the right way, or are you out here just like being a douche because you're leaving? You're like, I want them to learn the way that I had to learn.
No.
Like, me, right?
I'm being nice. I'm being the right way. I gave them a 2-week notice last Friday, and then I'm training the new girl, and they got a new girl quick and she already works for the company. Because I was thinking like, damn, that was quick, but it was just because she was already in the company and they just promoted her, so that's good. I was like, I'm moving on to better myself, and I think it's great that my moving on is blessing somebody else. So there's that.
That's cute of you. That's sweet of you.
Yeah. But let's get into it.
Why not?
Politics. So, as many people know, Joe Biden was very busy this week. Okay. People were buzzing and talking about the fact that he signed a few deals to end private prisons. Not all private prisons, but it's a good step to start to get rid of them. So, that's actually really good. Some power moves, and you can't do all of them in one day. Like, come on, a lot of them are federally backed, so you do have to, know that it's not going to be completely over, but it's a good step to start to getting rid of them.
Yeah, Colin. I mean, hey, I'm happy that he's on the move. Joe's on the go. Watch Joe go. Joe's gone. He's gone. He's just on the go. He doesn't know what to do. I mean, he knows what to do, but he doesn't know where to sit down, which is fine. I'm happy that he has this this fire under his behind. But I hope that it stays like this. I hope the momentum stays like this. I hope that it just pops off the way it's supposed to pop up. That's why it looks like I'm sideways as a kid. I was. You're right. I was. No, I was crooked because the thing was messed up. Yeah, I just feel like Joe's just doing his thing. He's over here signing stuff before the ink on his door is even dry. I mean, he's pushing a rush order on that $20 Harriet Tubman bill. That $20 Harriet Tubman bill. Listen, which Harriet are you guys looking for in there? I want the high class Harriet. I don't want the but I kind of do want the do-rag bandana Harriet.
There is no see, you guys are just gamifying this $20 bill. No, it has to just be like a picture of her. You know what's really sad? I was doing some research on Harriet Tubman. Do you know that she died like poor and like dirt poor, like on the streets after she saved thousands of slaves? Yes, she was on the streets after she was finished freeing on the slaves. She was poor.
Was she the Harriet Tubman that everybody knows her to be Harriet Tubman now? Back then when she was on the streets?
Yes.
Nah, I need to see receipts. Was she the Harriet Tubman that we speak of today? At the same level? Was she that same level of person back then when she died on the streets?
I'm telling you.
So y'all mean to tell me, come here, America. Y'all mean to tell me y'all out here seeing Harriet Tubman on the street somewhere on the corner, right there on 8th and Tacoma Avenue, walking by her every day. And that's Harriet Tubman, the Harriet Tubman. The reason why you're free to do what you want to do.
Yep.
My God.
Ain't that sad? That ain't even right.
That's irritating. That irritates my soul.
When I found that out, I was like, what? How did they even let this happen? How did people really just let that happen? I was actually stunned. I found out.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Well, she could have been the Harriet Tubman that she was then. I mean, she was the person that helped free the slaves, whatever. But as far as how we learned from her, we learned in school, she probably was not at that level of that level. Does that make sense? Where she was one of the greats that we study about every year. I mean, everybody says about in school. That Harriet Tubman.
Sure, yes, she was.
Yes, I mean, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not saying she wasn't that same woman, yes, but we put Harriet Tubman on this pedestal. Why? Because we were taught about her way back in. You can't tell me that you're going to teach me every day, every year about this lady, and I walk by her every day. That can't work out like that. And whoever did that, shame on you. You know, Tommy. You know. That was what's her name? Wendy Williams. That was Wendy Williams. You know, Tommy. You know. Now, which Harriet Tubman do you want on it? Do you want the one where she's sitting like, or do you want the one, or do you want this one?
Oh no. I like the first one better.
Okay. I think this is what it was.
If they
do not give me a $20 bill like with no rag on it.
No, if she got a rag on her head, I don't want it. I don't want it. If they do that, I'm be like, oh, you really ghetto. You ghetto-fied the $20 bill.
She never smiled. She never
really. Yeah, because you know why? I think they took too long to take pictures back in the day. I don't know. She didn't.
Which Harriet? Are you guys excited about the Harriet Tubman coming on the $20 bill?
I'm about to have all the Tubman 20s. I'm like, bandana. I don't really care if she got the bandana. I'm gonna have it anyway.
They should have both ones. They should have both of them.
Period. I'm gonna have it.
Well, you guys. Well, if you guys have anything you guys want to say about this topic and much more that come up later, call 206-290-206. Oh no, start over. If you have any, if you guys have any comments on this topic and other topics later on, you guys can call us at 206-290-9685. Again, 206-290-9685, and we will talk to y'all. But I'm excited for a $20 bill. We need to get that coinage when it comes to that.
Yeah, I'd be like
20s.
I want 20s. I want the Tubman 20s, please.
Forget ones. We need them 20s. I need them 20s.
Not the regular ones. The Tubman. Right. I want it to be another color, like the blue hundreds. I want it to be another color.
It's gonna be black.
Ooh, that would be dope. That would be dope. Could you imagine a black 20?
Could you imagine
a black woman as the person on it?
Could you imagine the $20 bill like coming out next month for Black History Month?
Hey, I'm all for it. If it's in time for Black History Month, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Speaking of Black History Month, somebody who's not really feeling the Black History Month right now, which we're just gonna get into we're done politics right now. Politics. What is Trump doing? Oh wait, what is 45? Has anybody seen 45 out there? Where's he at? Where he at? Y'all show me where 45 is.
In Florida.
Listen, if y'all see him, tell him he got his days a number, boo boo. Because we ain't forgot about you yet, homeboy. We ain't forgot about you. But speaking of Black and Capital, one person who's not going to be enjoying his Black History Month is the African American protester. One of the few that we saw that was protesting, jumping the Capitol in the Capitol riots. He has been denied bail, despite everybody else getting bail.
Who
knows his name? I don't know his name. He didn't deserve his name being said because I don't care too much about him. Like, who is he? That's like the other lady. That's like the other lady. And they're like, say her name. Who?
No.
So
say her name is for the Black women. It's not for the woman that died at the Capitol.
No. And it's not for the Black guy who's still in jail while his other counterparts and other riot goers are out. But I mean, you might as well just say they're on the no-fly list anyway. Did you guys see those videos though? Did you guys see those videos of people that were
I did, about those people getting dragged out of the airport?
Oh my God. It was like the screams.
She laid down. Like she laid down and they carried her with her arms in her.
I'm not even mad at her. Like, do what you gotta do, sis. She said the other guy was like, try maybe I was be a terrorist.
Yes. This way we can live as a terrorist. Yes. 100%. Did you see
I
the
was
one
like,
guy
you
on the
are.
ground? You're treating me like a black person. Did you see that one?
Who?
There was this white guy getting arrested in the airport, and they were arresting him he was on the ground because he was resisting. They were on the ground on top of him, and he said,
Stop
"You're
resisting.
right. Stop resisting." No, he said, "You're treating me like I'm black." Yes, yes, he did. Yes, he did. He sure did.
I choose my hat. That one was giving me really slavery tease.
For last thing about the politics before we move on to celebrity gossip. If anybody was affected by Robin Hood
Raise your
today,
hand if you were. Yes.
then you need to get a new financial institution for your stocks because Robinhood sucks. A trading service. So Robinhood today, there was a scandal because they were not allowing people to trade their stocks. So as you know, the stock market is buy low, sell high. So when the stock market rose crazy, and I'm talking like 230%, okay, raising like crazy, like people are putting in $400 and getting $8,000. Okay, at that point when they're trying to sell, like you should be able to, Robinhood was blocking them, and that ain't right, and it's actually very illegal. There's a class action suit going on for it, so look it up online. Once I find it, I will be posting. Actually, if you are my friend on Facebook, you should be able to find it because someone commented. Lena May commented on my post. It's a green post that says Robinhood Count Your Days. And yeah, people are switching over who they're trading with because Robinhood was very, very illegal. And the CEO went on CNN and got chewed out by Andrew Cuomo, apparently. So I'm going to watch that after this. It must have happened recently, but I'm going to look it up because it's happening pretty soon.
Robinhood Count Your Days. That is
Count Your Days.
I like that. Count Your Days, Robinhood.
I'm mad because I was about to get like $2,000 and they didn't let me. And then low key, I was a little glad because then it went up to 8. And I was, oh, let me out of here. And then they didn't let me out. They let me out. Ain't that?
That's disrespectful.
Also, I heard that Dogecoin is booming. So if you guys are in the stock market game, get on Dogecoin. Dogecoin. It's a bit. I think it's a Bitcoin. Don't quote me because I'm not that familiar with the coins. But, Dogecoin. I heard that was booming as well.
Or you guys can invest in down below at $sign DOMREW0118. That is my cash app. Okay. You guys can always invest in me if you guys want to. I'll set you free.
What I'll do is donate to Black Wins, my new Black History Project. And it'll be
what's that name of it now?
Black Wins. Sure is.
Woo! Black Wins. You see that? It's a white hand, but it's black.
Yes. Okay.
It's black.
Yes. Okay. Let's get to the mess. The celebrity.
Oh my God! Before we get to the mess.
Oh.
We have our black one. Okay. If you guys, and this is really motion, okay? If you guys don't understand what today is January 28th, 2021. Oh my gosh. The incredible, the most famous African American actress that we know, I call her the oldest person in America to me, like the best actress that people are out there, like people should use her until the day she died, like Cicely Tyson. The great Cicely Tyson passed away today, this afternoon, at like 96 years old. 96 years young.
What a life. What a life.
What a life. Like the list of the movies that she's appeared in, like she herself has sit there and basically sang Tyler Perry's behind in any of the movies that she needed him in. Like the fact that she was the age that she was and was still able to remember all her lines, like you were saying before, Jasmine, like the fact she was still mentally there.
Like she wasn't senile, she wasn't sick, she wasn't didn't have any dementia or anything like that. Like,
come on, black woman. Listen, it's just like she went from picking cotton to like
in the movies.
Like, do you guys see, like, that's the American dream. Like, it's either between Cicely Tyson and Harry Tubman. Like, I don't, like, it's just like, they need to have one bill be Cicely Tyson and one of the bills be Harry Tubman.
Oh man, I'd love it. I would
That
love
would
it.
be so dope. And like, even if it is, I'm still gonna say that's Cicely Tyson. But it's the fact of like her list of movies, from The Help, from Diary of the Mad Black Woman, from Sounder, fried green tomatoes. Why Did I Get Married? A Woman Named Moses. A Woman Called Moses. My sister used to love that movie. I was like, listen.
I'm like, when I see her in, because she was on How to Get Away with Murder too.
Yes, that's Annalise's mother.
Yes. Like, she used in so many powerful roles, very impactful. In every role that she played, she had a strong presence about her, but also a strong message. Like, every character had a strong message, and I loved it. It'll be really sad to know that there won't be any more movies going forward, but I'm going to cherish every movie and every TV show that I had seen her in, because she was such a gem, and she's seen it all. I mean, 96 years old. Come on. You saw a lot. Come on.
Like, people were saying, like, people were like, oh, they were just saying, like, why she died in December. I'm like, well, listen, she was 96. Like, most people are 96 are ready to go. Most people are 96 are ready to get up out of here. Do you see what she's seen? Do you see the things that she's seen in her life?
That's what I'm saying. Like, she was
able to see the first black president. She was able to see the first black president. She's able to see the first African-American vice president female. Like, she's able to do it. She was able to do it. And her birthday was December 18th?
1925.
Woo!
She was born in the 20s. Do you know? Like, that is nuts to me, especially because the civil rights movement was in the 60s, so she was a part of that. Yes. She saw it all. She saw so much. In the 20s, that was Jim Crow. That was the Jim Crow era.
Yeah, my grandma was born in 22. And that's crazy, because it's just like, and to know that those things about her. Did you guys know that she was married to Miles Davis?
Wow.
Miles Davis? Yes.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. It's just like, as you guys see the video right here that our lovely producers put up for us, like, do you guys see the greatness in her? Like, every role she played, like you said before, it was very meaningful. Like, as small as they were, as big as they were. I remember in Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, she played like the littlest role. She just said a couple things. She didn't come until the end. And her role was so memorable. Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. We've lost another great, but we lost this great at a great time in her life. Because 96, you can't beat that.
You know what? I would have been very, like, I was very sad for a lot of people that saw that passed away in 2020, because they only got to see, like, the end was like turmoil, like the world was going through it, you know, and so they didn't get to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Although we're just beginning in the year of 2021, it already just seems a little bit brighter with Trump out of office, and so it just feels really good to, like, know that she got to see that, like,
she didn't have to die in the BS. She didn't have to die during the BS of figuring out what's going on with this. And I'm glad that, I pray to God, but it doesn't matter really right now. I don't care. I wouldn't even get an autopsy. Like, I wouldn't even do that right now, because I'm just glad that COVID didn't take her. I'm glad that, I'm glad that she, I'm glad that didn't happen to her, like, oh, look at the hair. Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm just, I don't know. I'm kind of like, oh, sad slumber, but it's like, you know what? She left at a good time.
Yeah.
And what a life at 96 to live. And you were making movies after movie after movie after movie after movie after movie.
And she's such a cool.
Somebody said check with Tyler Perry.
What did you say?
They said somebody go check on Tyler Perry.
Right. Somebody go check on Annalise Keating.
Oh. I had to call my mom and tell her. I was like, girl. She said, what happened? I said, girl, she's gone. She said, who? I said, Cicely. She said, no, not Cicely.
I know. Oh, that's so sad. And then this is another sad week. This week, yesterday, I believe, was the 1 year since Kobe passed away.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Like that is just nuts to say to me as well, because it's just like.
And his daughter.
And his daughter, yes, Gigi.
And the other people that were lost in that.
I watched the video of a man who lost his wife on the plane. She worked for I think Mamba Academy, and so did he, but he was with the kids. And it was just really sad, like just to see, like, you know, the aftermath of like other people, because you know I follow his wife, and I see her posts and stuff like that, but I don't know how the other families are doing, you know, and just to see, like, you know, his reaction and just like his story, it was really sad to me too. Like, it's just all sad. Like, oh, January has been somber.
Yeah, it has. It has. But guess what? Next month's Black History Month.
Yes, Black History Month is next month, and I'm very excited for it. This station has a lot of Black History programming coming up as well, so make sure you guys are staying tuned, because there's going to be so many cool things going on. I talked to the station manager today, and I just heard so much cool things that they were offering, so I'm excited to see it.
Even though it's the shortest month of the year, it's about to be the packets, because we got to get a lot that's in this February. There's going to be a lot.
Packing you guys with so much information. Pack it in. But also, we got to go for a commercial break. So when we are back, we will get back to the mess of celebrity gossip, a little bit more funnier things to talk about.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere. This is the Gumbo on Rainier Avenue Radio.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not helping bad girls set up their websites, I'm listening to RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to the Fitness Corner. I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole total body workout on my show, starting off with a warm-up, aerobics, strength training, cool down, and stretching every Friday from 11:30 to 12 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
This is the news on Rainier Avenue Radio.
States are gradually and cautiously loosening their coronavirus restrictions on restaurants and other businesses as infection numbers begin to improve. While the easing could cause rates to rise, health experts say it can work if the public remains vigilant about masks and social distancing, AP reports. The COVID-19 death toll in the U.S. has climbed past 425,000. with the number of dead still running at close to all-time highs at nearly 3,350 a day. But newly confirmed cases have dropped over the past 2 weeks from an average of about 248,000 per day to around 166,000. And the number of people hospitalized has fallen by tens of thousands to 109,000.
And that's your news on Rainier Avenue Radio.
You know you can't get enough of Rainier Avenue Radio. .world.
Welcome to the dark side, Black Rose.
Okay. I like this beat. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Gumbo with your host, Jazzy Red.
Oh, and Dom Lou, of course. Duh.
Yes. Welcome back. I liked that song in the commercials about the hand washing.
Mm-hmm. I did. It was cute.
I like it. So let's get into it with the celebrity gossip. Actually, let's talk about let's talk about Sunday.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Sunday. And then watch the celebrity news gossip. Gonna be like, we gotta get some business out here today.
Period. We got a lot to talk about.
Got a lot to talk about.
Give people the scoop about what happened on Sunday.
So Sunday was that? Did we go live? Oh, yeah, Sunday we were live because something happened on. Was it Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Something happened Saturday night. And it was everywhere. I mean, it was literally everywhere all over the world. It was all over CNN. It was all everywhere. If you guys don't see this video right here, this is downtown Tacoma, right there off of Pacific, right?
Yes,
right?
on 90 Pacific.
On 90 Pacific. If you guys remember, Club Friday was right there. That's there, right? Boom. That's what was going on. Okay, no, that's what was going on down there. There was a big donut party, I guess, and some things led to another. I mean, what I'm hearing, what I've heard is that this police officer right here is being accused of running over people. Right? God, it's kind of hard to talk about.
Right there, like
God, you're right there going up the hill. I guess he said that people were surrounding his car, and he got nervous, and we don't know what the reason is.
So the videos that I saw, basically in the beginning, what we saw was the spin out. You know, the cars going in circles. It was like a car show. A lot of cars burning out. You know, whatever. They blocked city streets, and what ended up happening is that the police were called to address the situation. So when the police showed up, the mob of people that were in the street surrounded the car. And were apparently hitting the car, banging on the car, and the officer in the car got scared, and so he just took off and ran over about 6 people. 6 people were hit and knocked over, and 1 person was completely rolled over, front and back tires. It's not funny, but because I laughed only because it's just like mind blowing that the police did something like that. But yeah. So we went live on Sunday. We talked to a few people about it, and we had a lot of comments. We had 2 people on our show. It was just a big live show that we just did for ourselves. And we had Millie and we had Mikhail. And long story short, we just talked about everything that was going on, our opinions on it, what we thought that the facts were. And then this week, more.
As soon as we got off the air, as soon as we got off the air, boom.
Yes.
The picture comes up.
The picture of the officer arrived. And he's a well-known officer.
Have you ever seen him before this?
No, I don't think so.
I have.
A lot of people have. A lot of people recognize him. Yeah, a lot of people recognize him. And they said that he was a well-liked police officer, and he's been on the force for 30 years, and he's about to retire. So, like we were joking about on there, he was just like, "I'm out of here."
So that's when he was 2 months retired. He was 2 months before he retired.
2 months before he retired.
He was over it.
Now you're on leave because you ran over people. Like, bro, I don't care what anybody says. I still believe there was an option to reverse. Still believe he had the option of also saying, "Y'all better get up out of here because I'm going forward," and a warning of some kind. I still believe that as well. So that's that. But if you have any comments or anything to say about it, you can definitely call in 206-290-9685 and let us know. But we saw the photo, and then Tacoma police department put up a statement. It was the worst statement that I've seen. So trash. Like when I read it, I was like, "Is this really from the police department? Like this is what they really said?" I did not like the tone. The tone was rude.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Racism, and I'm like, this isn't even about racism. Nobody even said it was about racism. What are you guys even talking about right now? Like,
most people down there were white anyway.
Yes, most of the people were white. I got hit. Like I'm just, here's a statement right here, and I'm going to read it a little bit, just a few parts that really grind up my gears. Due process means nothing to city leaders. Okay. With one hand, the city touts that it called for an independent investigation of the incident that occurred downtown Saturday night. With the other hand, the city passes judgment on the involved officer and the Tacoma police officers by again implying wrongdoing and criminality spurred by racist tendencies. Enough. You know what that enough gave me?
What?
Yo, enough. When that girl was in that interview that went off on that young boy for stealing her phone, and he never even stole her phone.
Yes, yes.
And then the girl was getting interviewed by Gail, and she said, enough. That enough? Who are you talking to? Not me. You can. Anyways, it says enough. The officer involved, a decorated 30-year officer and member of the Tacoma community with a stellar record, who hails from Southeast Asia, is not a racist criminal. No one said he was. He is a human and a dedicated public servant who reacted to a violent mob trying to harm him. Blah, 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 blah.
A violent mob, huh?
You know, and they could have been a violent mob. Again,
They could have.
Give them a warning. Hey, I'm out of here. Like, you didn't even tell him that you were getting. I just don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree with this tone. I don't agree with this statement. If you want to continue reading, it is up on our screen, or you can find it online as well after the show. It was just, to me, it was. I couldn't even believe their PR person put that out. To be quite frank, it was terrible.
Right.
Ugh, yuck. But yeah, I'm over this situation. I want to wrap it up. I am. I'm sick of it. Like, I just think it's so crazy that this city that we're from is just
a fool. It's a hot ass fool.
whole fool out here.
It's a mess.
Oh man.
It's a mess.
Well, I got some tea for you.
Go ahead, Shawty.
With your honey. Okay. T.I.
Oh.
I posted it on our page earlier today because, you guys, there's a scandal of at least 10 victims stating that they were recruited by them, drugged, and forced to have sex with others. Yes.
So with him and her or others?
And others. All of them. And some were even underage when they met T.I. Now, from what it sounds like, T.I. is the one that goes and gets them, and then Tiny is involved in the getting of the actions. You know, the drugging and Shakana.
I believe that because when he got caught, with all the drugs and guns and stuff, Tiny went down for the drugs too.
Tiny's always down for anything that he does.
Because she talks. VH1 has to have subtitles. She's probably high.
It's nuts. She also then Shakana, which is one of Tiny's best friends, goes live and starts speaking on the things. And I didn't see it all. I read that she low-key confirmed that they recruit women, and she went on live talking about it. So I'm just like, what? Like, so it's partially true. Which parts are not true and which parts are true? Or is it all true? There's 10 people, 10 women willing to talk about this. So, and press charges. So, we don't see.
So,
Family Hustle sounds like it's canceled.
Come on, my people. Dang.
Like, I'm stunned.
This when you have money too. Like, oh my God.
I mean, why do this? Like,
I'm right here, willing and able.
You guys already know about what happened with Bill Cosby. You guys already know what happened with R. Kelly. Now you want to be the next Bill Cosby and R. Kelly? No.
I'm hurt.
I understand.
My people are tripping out here right now. Why go do all that when I'm sitting here willing and able?
There's plenty of people that are willing and able. That's
Me.
the sick part. I'm just saying there's plenty of people that are willing and able, and yet and still they chose to drug people and have them and force them to have sex.
Oh, that's
It is very disappointing, and it's distasteful, and it's just gross. Yuck. I hope the victims get the help that they need, the healing that they deserve, and probably the therapy that they need to receive as well to heal from this, because this is sick.
And the pain and suffering.
And get where the money resides.
Where the money reside. And that's what made her. And that's what made her a little lamb.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
For real. Okay. Woo! Oh my gosh, you guys, this is crazy. Like
I know you got some tea over there.
Huh?
I know you got some tea over there.
I have a little tea, not a lot. It's been a Lipton. It's been a Lipton with no sugar-free Lipton weekend.
It hasn't been a quiet week.
It's been a quiet week. Shout out to Jennifer King, who makes NFL's history as the first Black female assistant position coach. She is the assistant running back coach for the Washington Redskins, I think. Yeah, she's a Black woman. She's Black woman. She's with it. So congratulations to you. All right. Right before Black History Month. Okay. All right. Shout out to Amanda Is it Garmin? Yeah, Garmin. Yeah, her. She was the one that she's the one that did the poem at the inauguration, the young lady, the young African American lady, and she's just been getting blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings before the month's even over. Like it hasn't been 2 weeks yet, and literally it's like she has her books are number one on
multiple books. Books that aren't even out yet are number one on Amazon.
Catch that. 3 books. 1 to 3 that are not even out yet. They're number one.
Number one on Amazon. Crazy.
Listen, and also congratulations because she just signed to the IMG model agency. And that's dope. Like it's just crazy how that little moment in time of her sitting on stage giving that poem now has opened up the door to like her life and her career. Like
you read the inauguration of the 46th president. Like that's huge.
Please. I mean all I need to do is I could do this. Man, I've been good.
Man, I'm just like I'm so proud of all this Black excellence around me. Amen. Good job. I'm proud of her.
Good job. Very proud of her. What's up, girl? You know what? I think the rest of my stuff is music.
Oh, well, I have one thing that has to do with sports. So, Seahawks fans, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but offensive lineman Chad Wheeler was in jail. He went to jail and has actually been released from the Seahawks due to domestic violence against his girlfriend. So apparently there was an altercation in the apartment. He is known to have, according to TMZ, the girlfriend stated that he had stopped taking his medications for bipolar disorder and he had a manic episode. And within that episode, he told her to bow to him. She said no. Therefore, he pulled her arm, which was dislocated, pulled her arm, threw her on the bed, and choked her until she passed out. Then, when she woke up from being unconscious, he said, "Wow, you're alive." He then ran to the bathroom, locked herself in the door, and called 911 as well as family members and friends. When the police arrived there, they came in and they forced their way in, and they found him profusely apologizing to her and arrested him. He was resisting arrest as well and went to jail. This is nuts. Like, honestly, if you see the picture, please don't post the photo. It's very graphic. The photo of Aaliyah, I don't know her last name, Aaliyah, that's the victim. She looks so bad. Like, he really beat her up. He beat her up. He beat her up. This man is like 6'5", 200 something pounds. Like, beat her up. She's 5'9", 145 pounds.
What's her name?
Not a big girl. Like, she's tall, but she's not very big. 145 pounds. Wow. Like, 310. Oh my God. He's 6'7".
6'7"?
310.
This woman's 5'9", 145 pounds?
Yes. He tried to literally kill her.
Look at Chad's face. Look at that hair. He did it.
He tried to kill her.
He did it. Look at that hair. He's got
Twitter.
awesome face too. He's got awesome face.
He went on Twitter later and apologized to her, saying that he's going to get the help that he needs. He's going to step away from football. Bro, you had no choice but to step away from football because the Seahawks released you. You are a free agent. You are released due to this. This is
Was that his wife? That was his wife, right?
Girlfriend of 6 months.
6 months?
6 months.
Who do you think you are running around here choking and slapping and running and threatening to tell people to bow down in 6 months? Who are you? People aren't even guaranteed to be at their job for 6 months because they were probation. And who do you think? 6 months? 6 months? This here, Chad. 6 months.
That's sick. I mean,
like you said, no, but listen, that hair right there, it looked like he said bow down.
Look, so his girlfriend is black. And in a manic episode, he told her to bow down. This is where I'm like, so you just had a manic racist episode?
Just when? Never had it before with her?
A manic racist episode? You asked a black woman to bow down?
Wait a minute, we're going back. You said he just had a manic. He said he had a manic episode, right?
Yes, that's what he claimed, and that's
it's just a manic episode, just one, right? Not racist, but because she's black, and you told her to bow down, it becomes very racist.
Period. That's what I'm saying. And I read a lot of comments that said, "Hey, I have family members that are bipolar, and their manic episodes never have anything to do with it. They never put their hands on people. They rage, around, but they don't try to kill people, And honestly, he thought he killed her because he said, "Wow, you're alive. You thought you killed her,
and
you didn't call the police. She had to call the police when she came back from consciousness. Are you joking? This is sick."
I'm sad.
Aaliyah, I hope she gets the help that she deserves and needs, that she heals, a speedy recovery. I hope that, if she needs any therapy or anything for her mental health after that traumatic incident, I hope that she receives everything that she needs, because it's just sad. That is horrible. And Chad Wheeler, I'm not hearing that apology that you had a manic. I don't care.
Wow.
Go get help. You have anger issues. You need help with that.
He has very big racial issues that he needs to take up with.
What I read interesting the other day on Twitter was that when older people have dementia, they forget everything, but they don't forget racism. And I make it because they always do call black people out of their name. Like a lot of CNA people that I know say that their patients with dementia call them the N-word and like things like that. And I'm like, what?
Yep, they do.
And that's why I'm like, so it had to have been in you. It had to have been in you somehow, some way. You don't just wake up and like, I'm just going to tell this black woman to bow to me.
I mean,
bow to you.
Big up to the people that can, big up to the people that are working in the medical field and those places where older people do, get dementia and stuff like that, and they do go reverse and they start to going back to those days. Because what are you than me, baby? Because
wow. Well, that's all I've got for you guys with the gossip today. I'm sorry that it was mostly downer news. It was mostly news that was shocking.
Right, and then it's a little bit more shocking when it comes down to the music news too, because right, Raz B and Chris Stokes Okay, so here's the thing. If you guys don't know Raspy's from the one of the biggest boy bands, African boy bands, like for R&B, hip hop, whatever. Like since in the early 2000s, and they had to come back this past couple of years, last year, 2 years, when Omarion brought them back, B2K for their world tour.
Yes.
You guys know Raspy, right? Raspy was the one. Baby, turn around. That one, okay?
Big lips.
His lips,
huge.
They were huge. Back then, he had said for a while that back then, but back not so long ago. Well, a few years ago, he had said that Chris Stokes was their manager at the time. He is Marquise Houston's uncle. Okay. He said that Chris Stokes had sexually molested him.
Yes.
Sexually molested him. And till this day, his story has never wavered. Never wavered. He's never shook. It never was changed except for once, and that's when he got paid off by them. Fast forward, came out the home dude said that he did pay him off, whatever, to do this video of him, but it looked like it was forced. Either way it goes. There's something happened to that boy. Something happened to him, and it's major because even when he was a grown man on the tour with B2K last year or the year before, in his contract, it basically said that if Chris Stokes is around at any point in time, he's leaving. And Chris Stokes popped up, and he quit the tour. If anybody who has money problems or has no money or income coming in at any time, and just because a man comes out the blue that you're lying about touched you, and then you leave, they're not lying.
Yeah.
That was his money. Why else?
He has no reason to lie.
No reason to lie. Now, who's not telling the truth is the other members of B2K. Because if there's one, there's many more. And all y'all boys were cute.
And none of them have come out to say anything about it. But it's funny because...
But Raspy has.
Yes, and Raspy has. And he came back again and said it again. He wants it to be known. He wants justice. Like, he's not stopping. He said, I deserve justice, and I'm not going to stop until I receive it.
Hold on.
And I don't think he should stop. And I think that, a lot of times we talk about women and sexual assault with women, but don't forget that boys and men can also be sexually assaulted. So
Absolutely. That's one thing you don't want to forget. Sorry, you guys, my camera's all looking all crazy.
Yeah, it's like, but I don't know. I think that, like, I don't know, people aren't taking it as serious because he's a man. I don't know. He was a child when it happened. So why hasn't anybody? Why haven't we seen any criminal charges?
Right.
Why hasn't Chris Stokes said anything about it?
He came out with a statement saying that he literally
person accused him.
Listen to this. Y'all real deep. Speaking of people who just didn't take it serious, Ashanti and Keisha Cole. We only got 5 minutes left. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this, Keisha. If you would have left me on that stage, if you would have left me in my little thing for an hour and a half, waiting for you to get up there, we would have had an issue. Keisha did not want to be there. Keisha had an attitude. She was drunk.
And
it was a lot. Like, it was a lot. I'm glad it was a lot. I mean, Keisha was just she was doing a lot. She was doing a lot.
She was not the same, like, how she was in the last few times that they've gone live together and like talked about this versus. She didn't have the same energy. Like, her energy was always like high and happy and excited for it, and then this time she just was like, look at her demeanor. She just
right. My part was, like, you guys see Keisha what she said. I was like, Keisha.
I saw a post that said Keisha acting like her mama Frankie. Oh man, because
she didn't got none of the things. She didn't got none of the promotion for her money. It was Ashanti who was on. Look at it, there it is, right there, look at it. She wanted to move so bad. She's like, she would have got that chair so bad. She would have got out that chair so bad. She did. That's okay. I think that Ashanti won.
Yeah, I knew Ashanti was gonna win. People thought it. I didn't even want to argue with people. I kept my opinion to myself. I always felt like Ashanti was going to win because, in my opinion, I think Ashanti has a better voice. I think
because
Keisha Cole has a good voice. I think that
she has a
in her
what?
song class a good voice.
Where?
She said, okay, see. I don't always agree and think that she has that great of a voice. I don't think she's
Keisha Cole's voice is trash.
My opinion, though, I do
It's
like her
trash.
song because the topics that she's talking about are very real and very relatable. So and they're catchy. Yeah, so I mean, of course, I'm gonna like the songs, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to like.
And she sings in one note all the time.
It's a whine and it's very nasally. Look, I can't. I always knew Ashanti was more vocally talented, but
just like J-Lo.
Okay, ask J-Lo.
She knows.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, look it up. Look it up.
Ashanti's responsible for J-Lo.
I've been singing for J-Lo for years. I don't know if but back in the 90s when they were popping.
Yep.
Funny.
Yep.
Funny.
Yep. Ain't that funny? Baby, want me? You had me, love's crazy. I'm money to say, ain't that funny? Oh. Ain't that funny?
That's Ashanti singing, if you guys don't know.
That's Ashanti. Is that your girlfriend?
100%. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Stay tuned for the next show after us. It is Sergio Lacour's Love Lines. Any last words you have before we retire for the night?
Yes. Start waking up with your morning affirmations. Give your goals and aspirations to yourself. And
yes, I just have one last thing. Keep an eye out on Black Winds. It is a Black History project. It's going to be released February 1st, first day of Black History Month. So make sure you guys are keeping an eye out on that. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching our show today. Follow us online at
Welcome to the dark side. Black
Dom Lou.
Rose.
Dom Lou.
Hey.